When severe weather was threatening the natural state just 1 week ago, the Arkansas Storm Team was working around the clock to keep you and your family safe. Zach Hall is a storm chaser who's part of the effort. And today, meteorologist Joel Young had a chance to talk with Zach and hear more about his perspective of such a devastating day.
First of all, Zach, I wanted to start out talking about, we spoke with you just before the Little Rock and the wind tornadoes about the tornado you experienced in Rolling Fork and how heavy that was perhaps for you to witness. Tell me about how that day shaped your approach going into this event on Friday.
Well, the Rolling Fork tornado was a little fresh on the wound. With that being said, though, as you know, when it comes to the weather industry, it's almost like sometimes we don't ever get a break. Now, luckily, we're getting that break now. But, I knew me and Frankie, we had a job to do. We work closely with local stations. We do all of our stuff on YouTube, social media. So if we could help in any way, getting people prepared and warned, that's all that matters to me. And I'm glad we could help in whatever ways we could help.
Take me back to the day of the Little Rock tornado. Of course, leading up to it, you position yourself in the Cabot area, if I remember correctly. Tell me about, what your thoughts were as that storm was approaching Little Rock, and tell me just kind of the sort of a play-by-play almost of how this all played out.
Yeah, so we positioned ourselves in central Arkansas, downstream from the supercell that produced the tornado in Little Rock. We did not want to get caught in Little Rock metro traffic and get hurt. So we positioned ourselves just northeast of there. And we knew that it was moving out of Little Rock, so we positioned ourselves in Cabot. We had a close intercept with that tornado in Cabot, and we followed it as long as we could, but we ran into damage, obviously. The tornado as it moved through Cabot, while it may not have been as powerful as the one that moved through Little Rock, still packed a punch. And it was very, very interesting, to say the least. Middle of the day, it's not often we see daytime tornadoes like that here in central Arkansas that are visible.
Yeah, exactly. And tell me, from there you went on to win. Tell me about the feeling, and in the video that you just recently released, you could see that tornado as it was approaching wind. What is that like to have that front row seat of something that and of course us meteorologists, we know what's happening, but tell me what that's like to witness, I guess, in person, just what's happening.
It's almost like it's not even real. I tell people all the time that tornadoes, a lot of people live their whole life and never see one. I've seen several, and the wind tornado was definitely the largest tornado that I've ever seen in Arkansas. Really, probably the scariest tornado I've ever seen. It was a beast wrapped in the rain curtains. We had to get fairly close to even see it. And as it moved through town, knowing that it was doing the damage that large, strong tornadoes do, not a fun feeling, especially, obviously I'm from Arkansas, so close relationship with my Arkansas people. I know people from Wynn, so it hit home a little extra. And of course, I'm just so sad to see the damage that it inflicted. And unfortunately, we lost people as well. But after the Rolling Fork tornado and then the Cabot tornado, obviously we had the wind tornadoes. I don't know. It's hard to put into words. I hope I'm not fluttering my words here, but it really was scary.
Yeah, I can only imagine. You witnessed an EF4 in Rolling Fork. You witnessed what was coming out of the Little Rock Metro. You witnessed wind, and then another tornado over in Phillips County. After such an active last couple of weeks, what are you doing now to kind of decompress and take care of yourself as far as mental health goes?
Well, I try my best to go to the gym every morning just to give myself 30 minutes of no phone time. Of course, family time. My wife is unbelievably patient with me. Spend time with my young kiddos. They keep me very busy. Whatever I can do to not think about weather all day, every day like I did for the last 12 days is what I'm trying to do right now, because I know that while we are getting a break now, spring will eventually return. We'll have more severe weather at some point. Just doing my best to just kind of take a chill and relax a little bit, the best way possible.
I can completely understand that, and I'm sure all of that family time, of course, is probably what drives you, and of course the people you love and the neighbors here in Arkansas is what drives you to continue doing what you're doing. We appreciate you, Zach Hall, once again for everything you do behind the scenes, helping give us ground truth as to what's happening out in the field so that we can inform those at home. Again, thank you so much, Zach Hall, Arkansas Storm Tracker.